Alright, wait. Live stream. Is up. It's just scroll on to.
Let's see what he picks.
Let's give him to the 6. See if anybody joins the live stream first. I want to make sure we're good to go.
I'm gonna hop back over there real quick and tell Ill.
Yeah, let them know I'm live, please. Let me see this, please, Liam.
I can do it. I can do it.
Mike is here.
Right on, right on, right on. Yo, it's just Carl here. What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? Welcome in, Sydney. Welcome. Thanks for stopping by. So we're going to go ahead and get this race started in just a second. We went ahead and had our drivers meeting. It's going to be a good one, yo. It's going to be a good one. So,
all right.
We are good to go whenever you're ready to fire it up, yo.
And here we go. Here. Yeah, we're good. We're good. What did Ill pick?
Hang on, let me go into the broadcast real quick. I'm adjusting the broadcast real fast, y'all. Where's it at? Where's it at? Where's it at? There we go.
All right, I'm gonna jump over and watch your screen.
Yep. Qualifying has begun.
You gotta share it.
Hey, Rob. It's shared.
It's not?
Yes, it is. Oh, no, it's not. We switched parties. Sorry. Yo, Rob. All right. Here we go. We got, how many people we got in here tonight? 13 drivers? Gonna put up the information flow here. 13 drivers. Got 13 drivers. We're gonna go to external view here.
Use a TD camera for most, or for a lot of it. You know,
panoramic.
The broadcast where it like changes. Yeah.
Yeah. I got you.
Ooh.
Alrighty. Alright, we're gonna go up here to Mario. He's up here in the lead. Check out that paint scheme he's got going on here. This is just a 10-minute qualifier to start off tonight, y'all.
There is some strategy to the qualifier as well, because it's 10 minutes. It uses fuel, less weight equals more, like faster times, better times. So.
We got new league member here in the Supra, G Ryder, running that number 90 car.
We'll see if anybody takes advantage of that strategic play on the qualifying.
Another Supra there with Jorge. Yeah, the top
speed. Who are your
of,
favorites?
Yeah, my favorites. I think it's going to be a tight race between Jorge, anti-punters, and Nasty and Mario.
Okay, I'm going a different route slightly with Jorge, anti-punters, but I'm going to put Technique and Goose up there.
Oh, interesting picks. Goose did do well in yesterday's practice. Just real quick, we're just going to say this. We will not be responding to comments on this live stream. I apologize for that for the sake of the broadcast. FYI. Yeah, I definitely expect Goose Caboose. I forgot how good he did yesterday, right? Didn't he place P1 on one of those races?
Yeah, he did. And Technique was he had really fast race pace last night.
All right. Back here, running the Porsche, NTR Sims Frankie. He's another streamer over there on Twitch. Sims Frankie in the house. Nice paint scheme there, huh?
Like the purple.
Got the purple Urkel.
Purple was the color of royalty back in the day, for the Romans anyway.
Yes, sir. We got Mike choosing the NSX for this race.
Very strange choice.
Very odd choice. He's already gone wide once and in the dirt.
But no damage, which is the most important.
Yeah, absolutely. We got PhD Iron Fix, PhD brother from another mother up in here. Expect good things out of him as well. In that, what's he driving? Is that an Audi?
Audi.
Audi, yeah. Nasty back here in this Ferrari of all cars. Interesting. Beautiful red paint scheme there. Representing the Converse brand, I see. This is the qualifier, y'all. Back here in 8th place position in the quali, a bland livery by Fronty. Anti-Punters, some of you know him as. One of the fast drivers in this league, one of the faster guys. Australian with an American flag, imagine that. Back here, Goose Caboose, give that orange car some paint, some camera time, yeah? Looking smooth, Goosey.
This is going to be the interesting thing. So you've got Jorge and I Need Technique with the Supra. Then you've got Anti-Punters and Goose Caboose, one in a RCZ and the other one in a RS01. Both struggle on the straight but are good on the infield. So you've got the two competing car philosophies on these two pairs.
Yeah.
It'll be interesting to see how it plays out.
Absolutely. I don't know if you saw that or not, but we had a couple people playing the strategy of run a couple laps, run your car low on fuel, change tires, come out, and see if you can get a faster lap time. Those guys back here, we had Goose Caboose in the pits right now getting fresh tires. Ill in the pits getting fresh tires.
Though?
Is it too early? That's a good question. Looks like we're just over 5 minutes, just over halfway through the quali. So we'll see. Makes sense because it takes about a lap and a half for the tires to get scuffed in, right? Get that contact patch correct on these racing soft tires. Ill is coming in tonight for the first time in our league. He's been with us, but he's had some stuff going on, so we're happy to see him here tonight in that shiny car, Supra. Hopefully the stream is not lagging. I'm seeing a little bit of lag on some of these guys.
All chrome.
All chrome. He's going to make my bald head burn. Jorge going in the pits now. He chose to do it a lap later.
I think this is smart. I think he timed it out well.
Yep,
I don't think it's going to hurt Goose as much, but I think this would have been the time to...
Yep.
Hey, you might get one, maybe two.
We'll go down here to Goosey. See how long it takes us. Hey, he's already getting scuffed in if you look at his tires now. He's already getting scuffed.
That 5 times, which is, pretty high. Not insane high, but...
Well, 5 times tire wear is definitely significant. You are going to see it get dark here tonight. No doubt about that. I love the turbos, the decals on his hood. The twin Turbskis.
Looks like a little grenade.
Yeah, and the Renault here.
The Max Verstappen livery. Jorge's coming in with the quickest lap, followed by Iron Fix.
I wish you could do mouse and keyboard selection on the switching drivers. It's so annoying. So we'll just go ahead and leave this up here. Good thing is, they are nice and spread out. If you look at the track map in the top right of your screen, they are nice and spread out.
Somebody went off in turn 1.
Oh no! I wish I knew who it was so I didn't have to cycle through everybody.
They are spread out, you are right. They're doing a very smart qualify.
Very smart.
We've got 2 more in the pits.
G Ryder going in, yep. And Mike. Those guys are just going to sit it out. I think they're just going to sit in the pits.
Mike looks like it, yep.
Day with a 148.8 so far. We've got Sims Frankie pulling a 148.1. Anti-Punters with a 147.9. Jorge with a 144.877. Absolutely killing it here at Daytona Road Course.
And he's the first one to hit 144s. See, I kind of thought Qualifying, we might see a 143. Honestly, I think race pace, the max we're gonna see is a 144.
I think you might be right about the 143. I think he actually might be on a 143 race pace right now, quality pace, because he still has really good tires. You know, he may be, yeah, he's got less fuel than he did earlier. He's got less fuel than he did earlier when he ran the 144.8. So you could see a second improvement here. Maybe not this lap, maybe the next lap. We'll see.
It's for sure doable though.
Definitely doable. Side of his car, PHG.
I think the biggest shock so far is Punter sitting in 7th so far. He's going to have to do something to get that time up if he wants. Oh, he's on mediums.
Oh, he is on mediums. Very interesting choice for quali. Maybe he's got something in his hat we don't know about. Or he just wants to be an Aussie and kick kangaroos at the end of the race. You never know.
Maybe he's got a shrimp on the barbecue. Who knows?
So we're over 9.5 minutes into the quali. We are coming up on the last lap or two here. Probably the last lap for most people here.
And it is maxed out. So if you do cross that line, you will have enough time to do another lap. And I think Punters is just barely going to make it. He did. This is his last lap.
Him busting a 147 there. He's a little off pace compared to what I expected. He is in the RCZ, though, which is a very, very disadvantaged car, in my opinion.
It is indeed, especially running by itself.
Yep.
With traffic, it's highly competitive.
So multiple drivers have chosen to stay in the pits for the remainder of the quali here. Which is,
I need technique.
Yep.
Must have had a burner lap and said, I can't do better than that.
I mean, he does have a podium currently, so yeah. Let's see if Jorge pulls on his final lap right now, as you can see on your screen here. There will be a, what are we doing, 2 minutes intermission?
Yes.
Okay, 2 minute intermission. Sorry to interrupt you, bro.
No, just enough time for everybody to get a drink of bathroom. This ain't real racing, you're not going to pee in your seat.
Gerald says, P8 for me, I was on a burner and lost in the bus stop. Oh, man. You know what, though, P8, there's 13, you're mid-pack, brother. You got this. Head down, man. P9, either way. You got this. So, yes, I did respond to his comment for those of you in the stream, but he's also in the race. So, that changes the game a little bit.
I will be glancing over to the comments every now and then, and if I see something, I will bring it up to
Sounds like a plan. The only reason I don't really have the desire to reply to the comments is because I'm so ADHD and I don't want to get off track. If that makes any sense.
Yeah. So Punters did climb up there. He's sitting in 4th currently. So very nice. Strong lap on medium.
A 146.9 on mediums. That, yeah, dude. That probably would have been a 144 on softs. So, good stuff there, Punters. We are announcing this race from the booth here in other states than the Daytona International Speedway. Yes. Yes, it is. All right, so quali is over here. That's why you see people going so slow. Gerald, or Wes, did I lose you?
No, you want to run through, back out of the spectate and run through the leaderboard?
Yeah. We can do that.
I'm going to have you picture-in-picture so I know where you're at and I can still watch other things and tell you where to go.
Alright, sounds like a plan, dude. So we got Jorge with the best lap with a 144.877. Following behind him with PHG Iron Fix and that Audi 146.651. Just a 1.7 second differential between those two. Following up at the last podium position, we got I Need Technique with a 146.774. Take it down the list if you wish. Wes, P4.
Can you finish for me? I am.
Yeah, anti-punters.
Attending.
No problem. He's attending tires with a 146.908. We got STI Mario in the Supra 147.1 there in P5. That finishes off your top 5, folks. Illegitimate running the Supra. Lots of Supras in this league tonight. 147.186. And NAST is P7 in the 458. Day in the Supra with a 48075. P9, Goosey Caboosey in the RS01. Impressive time there, considering he had a little bit of an issue in the quali. Not too bad at all. Sims Frankie coming in with a 148.104. That is your top 10. G Ryder, our newest league member, with a 148.1. Not too bad. Mr. Mike with a 149.2 in the NSX. And Tim Calvert run the M6 and a 149.5. That rounds off your 13 drivers for this race, folks. Whenever we hit our 2 minutes here, we'll go ahead and get this thing started. Navy Tiger is currently indisposed in whatever he's indisposed in. We will be right there. He says starting soon, folks. Smoke him if you got him.
This is going to be a very tight race, I feel like.
It's going to be super tight. Tighter
The
than your
tire
freshman year.
decisions is going to be huge on this first stint.
Speaking of which, maybe somebody could go in the game chat and say, hey, tire check anybody?
Yeah, I'll do that.
And announce how long before you start it, please. I appreciate each and every one of you tuning into the live stream tonight. Thank you very much. As I said earlier, we will not be responding to all of the comments during the live stream. Some of them, if they are relevant to what's going on, may be included in the stream. More to follow.
This will be interesting to see what they pick for tires. If I was in Jorge's position, I would not run soft. But at the same time, if I'm in second or third or fourth, I might entertain the idea of getting on softs, getting ahead, and maybe getting some clean air and trying to create a gap. It's going to be very interesting. If you're in the back, I mean, you could run mediums, gain some spots. But
Or
I think
even
we're going to see hards.
Yep.
I think we're going to see hards splattered throughout the field.
Yeah, I personally, during my years of racing, I like to start, if I'm starting in the back, which happens often, you know, I start on hards and I work my way up through the tire compounds. You know, depending on the contact patch and the temperature of the track and temperature of the tires, you can really make up some distance by running just a few laps on hards and moving forward from there. And they saw last night in the practice, Wes, they saw some entertaining experiences with the hard tires. I think I pushed my hards in practice quite a ways farther than I should have.
Well, we are about to start. Everybody strap in, grab a beer, lay back, do what you got to do because we're about to rock this party. In 3, 2, 1. And we're off like a herd of turtles. You copy, Carl?
Yeah, I'm with you. All right, as they line up at that start-finish line, they do have a grid start with false start check. Man, can you move? All right, we're off to the races.
I need technique with a slow start out of the gate. We've got Goose pushing on him. Let's see how turn 1 goes. Ooh, tight. Tight.
So I think what I'm going to do here is I'm going to set it to 6th place, and we'll watch from his nose cam for a little while. Oh, he's already ill. Already a little bit sideways there. Good recovery, though. Move up here to Goosey Caboosey. It's P6.
Goose has made tremendous gains. He started near the rear with a bad bus stop in qual and had a great jump as he goes off.
He goes wide. That's all right. You got this. Head down, driver. Watching from NAST now. These tires are cold, so they have to watch it. NAST with some bumper damage here, it looks like.
Currently, he's the only one with damage. And I think it was from that turn 1, turn 2 bottleneck.
Check and see what the gap is up front real quick between anti-punters and Jorge. A 1.1 second gap. Punters on hards. Jorge on hards. In the front of the pack. Followed up closely by PHG Iron Fix. And then a large gap, right, between P3 and P4 here.
Mike making his way through the field as well back there in stick.
Yeah, pushing Day and Mike racing hard here, along with G Ryder in there as well. No free car racing here.
Oh, as the Super shows its prowess. Mike had no draft. That was that questionable line on the back straight.
Day cutting up front here in front of Ryder. Nice moves. Oh, Ryder goes on the inside around Mike. Holds it. Impressive move. Alright, we'll watch from Day-Day's bumper for a little while.
If I need technique keeps driving like he's driving, I expect some damage on his car. He is dive bombing every turn.
Yeah, quite a bit of a dive bomb there. I'm not sure if he pushed Day wide there, actually. Maybe. We'll have to save that lap 2 potential incident. Alright, we still got a 3-car race here between Sims, Frankie, Technique, and Mike here. Technique's can shoot up the inside of Mike. Sim Frankie following. Unfortunately, GranTurismo server is looking a little unstable. Oh, Sims Frankie. I don't know if Technique braked a little hard there. What do you think?
It was. You got to remember, a lot of these people have not raced with each other, so this is a learning experience for all of them.
Yeah, it's true. Let's see, we got in the back of the pack, we got a good little race going here. Well, not too great, but they're lined up with about even gaps in between them. T. Calvert on mediums behind Goose. He's closing the gap now. As that finishes up lap 2 into lap 3 now. Any recommended camera action right now, Wes?
Goose is back here. This is kind of a worst case scenario for Goose Caboose. He's in the RSO1, which is not good on the straights. He needs a draft. And because he's going wide on turn 2 on that first lap, he's struggling to catch back up as we got another car off.
Yeah, and T. Calvert on Goose Caboose pretty heavy here.
Sims Frankie. He ate it.
Yeah, Sims Frankie losing it there. We missed him on the camera, but he is getting back on the track here. We'll see what that Porsche can do after this. No damage, so that's good.
I'm getting a report from his engineer that said he was very unhappy with where that sign was placed, and he relocated it.
Moving signs here at Daytona Road Course, folks. You heard it first from Navy Tiger, the old retired race car driver. Up here in the booth, there's plenty of water for you, old man, if you need a rollator or anything like that.
We got a bus stop.
We got a yellow.
Mike went off on the bus stop and he's recovering now. Ooh,
Can't catch everything. If we had drone cam, we could, I guess. But what about Calvert?
He's got a 1 second.
Ooh, Calvert with a 1 second burn off penalty here.
Which is going to allow Mike and Goose to catch back up.
Yep. Get a little in-car action here from Goosey Caboose as you hear that engine screaming along. Now, Mr. Goose Caboose in VR, y'all. So, as T. Calvert coming out of that alive and well. Not so sure about Frankie back here.
Broadcast view shows a lot more.
Yeah.
Mike off again. I think it's that car, honestly. That's after the update. Those GT500 cars are
disadvantaged.
Very tough.
Yep.
Yeah.
They used to be the GOAT back in the GranTurismo 5 days, and even when they first came out on this game, they were really good, but not so much now. Let's get a little action mid-pack here, P7. I need Technique here. We got a little 3-car pack here, Day, Nasty, and Technique. Go back to broadcast.
It's interesting, too, because with Nasty having some damage on his front bumper, he's still hanging with Day in that Supra. Very impressive.
Wow. Yeah, no suspension damage though, just a little aero damage it looks like. But it does affect your car. Look at as you can see the dirt and he picks up a 1 second penalty on the exit of that turn there.
That'll cause him to lose that draft.
Yep. I need Technique is pulling outside of Day's slipstream as well. Any pack racing going on up here? Let's see.
No, they are spread out for now, although we've got G Ryder trying to catch Ill for 5th.
It's going to be interesting as, none of these guys, I don't think any of these guys are on soft tires right now. Let's check real quick. Yeah, none of them on softs, all on mediums and hards. So, you will not be seeing a pit for a little while here.
Mike is on softs.
Oh, Mike is? Oh, Mike is on softs, so he's probably going to be pitting pretty soon. If I had to guess, maybe within 3 laps.
Shoot up to 11th and 10th. We've got a battle, Calvert and Goose. Trading paint.
Yep. Paint trading. Tim Calvert making a lot of improvement with us. We're working with him, trying to get him good to go. Ooh. Goose Caboose making a hell of a lot of improvement on this track as well. This is not one of his good tracks.
One thing to remember is that, as he said, Tim is kind of a new driver. But for him to be handling that BMW, which is pretty tough to handle, it's my favorite car, and I admit it's pretty tough to handle. So that's pretty impressive on his part.
Let's watch him as they go into the bus stop here. See how he handles this here. It does not go quite as wide on entry as what's preferred. But they both handle it pretty decently. What do we got? We do got some racing up top here, it looks like. Anti-punters behind Iron Fix. Absolutely, lots of action on the track right now, folks. Lots of action as Anti-Punter slides and locks up his front tires. He must be running that brake bias heavy front, Some of these guys on load cells, some of them on controllers. You got a wide mix, wide variety of skill sets here. Jorge up front. We have not shown any P1 action for a hot minute. He's got a 11-second gap on this league, so we are always looking for people who can compete with the top tier drivers.
Ooh, Day goes off in turn 2.
What position?
He came back 10th or 11th. He's going to lose at least 3 spots from him going off.
Did recover though. He is behind Sims Frankie in P11 there. Unfortunately, we missed the action during the spins. This time around, I will be saving the replay, and we will create a follow-on video to this one that I'll be posting on my channel probably tomorrow. If you guys want to watch the highlights.
Meanwhile, a driver we have not shown since the beginning, Bestie Mario up in fourth, seems to be, he's almost in the draft of anti-punter. So this will be interesting. A Supra, and here's that RCZ that we were talking about, weak in the straight. We'll see if he can pull away though in the infield.
Yep, he is in that slipstream range now, getting that draft off anti-punters. And that Peugeot RCZ as he slides in there.
He held it. Nice
Yes,
hold.
he did. Anti-punter's our oldest driver. He will soon be in a nursing home. You know, he's very, very stable in that car right now. I'm telling you. Unbelievably so, you know. He sometimes mid-race he takes naps, y'all, and he still does good, so. Let's check out Mario, our fellow YouTuber back here. In that oddly painted car, that Supra. Kind of looking like a chalkboard in 4th grade. He's hanging with anti-punters quite well, actually. Still within that 8/10, 7/10 range, right?
He should gain a lot here. He didn't have the best exit of that turn, but with this Supra's top end, he should probably get down to maybe close to 0.6 something by the bus, or 0.5 something by the bus stop.
Yeah, he's there, man. He's at the half-second range right now. Let's get some front bumper action or interior cam action here. Coming out of there looking a little slidey there. No penalties though, so that's good. So anti-punter's up into that podium position.
Now one thing to keep in mind of this battle is Mario is on medium.
Yes, he is.
As well as Iron Fix up in second. So you've got first and third on hard, second and fourth on medium.
Yep, and all 3 tire compounds are required in this race, y'all.
Mario and anti-punters is the closest battle on track currently. He is on his bumper.
As he's going to go up the outside here, let's see if he gets it.
He can hold it. Oh, he lifts. Smart
man. Yep. Here he goes up the inside. He gets it on the inside.
It looked like anti-punters gave him that slot. He knew he would catch him. He knew he was faster. Very smart racing move right there. If he battled him, they would both lose time. They're trying to create a gap.
Absolutely, and I think anti-punters realizes as well that he's on hards and will not have to pit as soon as Mario will.
Not only that, but anti-punters can now use his draft.
Yep. Save some fuel maybe. Pop that clutch and save some fuel if you got a shifter.
I do not think anti-punters will make a move.
Look at him pulling up on him hard though in that RCZ, man. Very impressive. As Mario crosses over that rumble strip cleanly and smoothly, the Supra handles that. Oh, maybe not cleanly. He did get a penalty. I didn't think he was going to, but he pulled a 1 second off of that one. Let's go check on Iron.
He will lose that position.
Yeah, he's definitely going to be losing it. Yep.
Back in 7th is starting to catch G-Rider.
Yep, he's well inside that slipstream range.
As well, Goose in 9th is catching Nasty.
Nice.
So we've got 2 battles potentially coming up.
Packs are starting to get back together again. The pit cycle is going to be happening here before you know it. And you're going to see some, oh, rider goes wide there. Stays off track, does not re-enter unsafely, waits for technique. Look at that. Look at that clean driving out of G-Rider, our youngest member of our league. Oh, and I shouldn't have said anything because then he dive bombs. Alrighty. Now, Mike, or G-Rider, I'm sorry. There you go. Give that position back. Good clean driving. Good job. No penalty will be assessed on that.
Very good sportsmanship there.
Good craft, good racing craft. Alright, let's check out the battle going on between Goose, soon to be battle between Goose and Nasty, potentially, here.
Sorry, before we go to that, let's jump up to 4. We've got Ill, Mario, Anti-Punters, and Iron Fix all kind of grouped together.
Alright.
They were closer, but now we're on the straights. It's going to stretch them out, but once we get... I mean, this could be one mistake and 4th goes to 2nd in this situation.
Anti-Punters is definitely, good call on that, by the way. Anti-Punters is definitely in Iron Fix's slipstream for now, but might lose it here. The RCZ has a hard time hanging with most of these other cars on the straights. Oh, I think he may have just hit an invisible wall, maybe, a little bit. Or lag, possibly. Alright. We got a couple of 2, maybe 3 car packs. Is that what I see on the travel coming into the first, what I call the horseshoe?
Yeah, we've got about 5 cars spread out. Meanwhile, we've got a pack of 4 and then 2 packs of 2.
Yep. Still watching Ill
really,
here.
really close, 2 through 5, as well as Goosey has caught Nasty.
Goosey is on Nasty's bumper in that Ferrari there. We'll see if they can maintain contact-free, clean racing here, as I expect, especially out of Goosey. He's a very clean driver. Tight racing here, folks. It's going to be interesting to see what happens once the pit cycles start happening.
Speaking of, has Mike pitted?
I sure hope so. Oh, actually, Frankie in the pits right now.
Yeah.
Taking a set of fresh... Oh, not taking anything? He didn't take tires or fuel. Not sure what happened there.
Interesting. Was he only there fixing damage?
Possibly. Why not? Yeah, throw some fuel and tires on there too. Yeah, interesting decision-making process. Mike has pitted.
Mike? Yes, he has, but he doesn't look like he took fuel either. So that's... Oh,
maybe
Anti-Punters is on Iron Fix's rear.
Maybe some mistakes made with those pit strategies. We'll see how that pans out. We're watching Anti-Punters now, y'all.
Go to Mario's view. He'll be able to see everything, or hood, or whatever.
Yeah. We'll do hood cam. Good call. So we get a 3-way battle going on. 2 of those are podium positions. Ooh, sideways.
What a save.
Unbelievable save.
What a save. And didn't lose any time.
And that is an unassisted save. There are no assists on Mario's car. He has nothing on right now. There's nothing, y'all. Well, hell of a save. As he's going to go up the inside here. Oh. Anti-Punters. Everything looking good and clean. Anti-Punters concedes the position. Smart man. That was Mario's turn.
This is an Anti-Punter's first rodeo. He definitely gave him space. Very smart.
I saw Ill's nose poking up in there for a second. Oh no, Ill! Sideways. I think there's a little bit of latency here tonight.
I think Anti-Punters is going to push Mario to try to get up to Iron Fix and try to pass them both.
I think that's an incredibly smart, accurate description of what's going on right now. Let's go. As he bumps him a little bit going into the bus stop. Mario cutting it just right. No penalties will be assessed for any of those cars right there, from what I can see.
Mario took advantage of that. That's
yes,
for
he
sure.
did. Took advantage of that bumpity bump. Jorge up here in his own little race, 28 seconds up, but that's all right. He identifies as a pace car. He will be needing fuel within the next maybe 4 or 5 laps.
Iron Fix pits.
Iron Fix going in. Let's see if he takes tires and fuel. He should.
Ill follows him. Yep. Both on mediums.
As the weird camera guy is taking pictures of nothing.
You've still got anti-punters on Mario's rear. That's the rest of the field seems to be pretty stretched out. However, we'll see where Mario and Il come out after their pit. That'll be tough.
Yep. Still a little bit of pack racing going between these two drivers. Like you said, the rest of these guys are fairly spread out. These two guys are close, actually. P7 and P6, Goosey and Ironfix.
Yeah, Ironfix just came out of the pits. He's on Goose's rear as well. Il came out of the pits and he's on Nasty's rear.
Nice.
So, fresh tires. But they went the opposite way. Both of them started on mediums. Ironfix went to softs, and Il went to hard. So that'll be interesting to see which one of those strategies worked out better.
You could see the advantage here that Goosey has in the VR because of his experience while driving into the VR. He can really push the track limits from his view. You can really see the apex and the braking points really well in that VR. And you can watch from Ironfix, you can see how much wider Goose is going on exits than within the parameters of track limits than the guy behind him.
That's a very good point, Carl. You know, that's where a lot of beginning racers struggle, is not abusing those track limits. That's just one of the things that you have to do. They're there to be pushed.
Yep.
As Mario dips into the pits out of necessity for fuel.
This is, I'm looking at the track map here. We still got 13 drivers. As we started with 13, we're going to finish with 13. That is the intent of this league here. Everybody that hangs out regardless of their position, as we got Goosey going in the pits.
Goosey goes down.
Mario's in, Ryder's in, Goose is in. Nasty and Il racing here. They're going to pick up some positions moving up into the P5 and P6 position as the pit cycle occurs. Nasty still with damage.
I was about to say, you took the words out of my mouth. He has been rocking it. Mario comes out.
Yeah, Mario coming back out in P5 right in front of this other pack that has to, well, Il does not need to pit. He already did, but Nasty does.
Mario had a car and probably 2 seconds in between him and Il, but because Il pitted 1 lap earlier and he's on those fresh tires, he closed that gap and he's on him. Very, very, very smart.
A good 3-pack, probably going to become a 4-pack, little 4-car pack here soon. Get some in-car action. Listen to that Ferrari purr.
The leader pits.
Leader in the pits on those racing hards with only 6 liters of fuel remaining, pushing those hards out to the maximum possible time frame, I think, using his fuel strat as a timer for his hards. Anti-punters in P2 following. Technique up in P3. Needing fuel. Goose. Back here. Oh my god, they got a good race going here. He is on him like stink on poo, folks. Calvert handling the pressure. Goosey gonna run clean here. I thought he was gonna make a good pass there, but he held off a little bit. It is starting to get dark here at Daytona International Speedway.
So if you go up, Iron Fix comes out of the head, Anti-Punters and Jorge Sr. come out of the pits behind Iron Fix. So Iron Fix with the 2-lap undercut, gaining that track position.
Yeah, he did. He pitted sooner than the others will here. No doubt about it. This track looks absolutely stunning at night, y'all, especially in VR and 4K. Let's go. Ironfish.
Should be the weather. This is supposed to be a 24-hour race, so we should be ending right around sunset or sunrise.
Yep. We are 25 minutes into this 1-hour-long race, y'all. Just about halfway there. Simulated 24 hours.
As it gets dark quick.
Didn't want the streamer or the viewers on the stream to think it was actually going to be a 24-hour stream.
Yeah.
Iron Fix looking pretty good up there, choosing to go to racing softs on that pit cycle there.
So Goose was not able to get by Tim Calvert for 8. He's still hanging behind him. But I expect Tim to pit pretty soon. Those tires are looking a little rough.
Yeah, Tim's soft tires are looking, yeah, a little bit more like just running on rims here soon. And there is a yellow. I'm not sure where that's coming from, but
Mike.
Looks like Mike. Yeah.
Oh, Goose.
Oh no, Goosey. All right.
It was a good save not to get damaged. That's the most important thing.
Yep, no damage. He's still a little penalty there, but no. What is that for?
I don't know.
2.5. Odd. Oh man, head down, brother. You got this. Day back here in P11. Somebody backed out.
I would take that penalty that Goose got all day, every day over getting damaged and having to pit on this race.
Alright, we got any racing going on right now? Probably up here is going to be the pack. Jorge coming out of the pit. P3.
And both him and anti-punters on stop. The interesting thing is, they both did not fill up when they grabbed those stops.
And they both have about the same tire wear. This is going to be very interesting. However, fuel advantage. Jorge has the fuel advantage. So for those drivers racing in this race, there is an advantage to listening to the stream while you race. If you want intel, you know where to go. Iron Fix up in the lead with a 1.4 second gap to anti-punters.
Yeah, this is a legit battle for the lead. This is not provisional. They are on the same pit sequence, different tires, or same tires now, but
different lap
they
pits.
did hit similar times.
It is nice and dark with all those international flags. As you can see, that Ferris wheel is a good time here at Daytona. Get up there and, do what you do on Ferris wheels, right? It was supposed to be funny, and I was wondering, I don't know, maybe I won't say that again. All right, Jorge and Andy Punters, multiple times on these racetracks. These guys will be racing hard this season. I think it's going to be a tough battle at the top of the leaderboard of the points here as we go through these 4 races for our Season 1 Navy Tiger Racing League, y'all. If anybody is watching and you're interested in joining our league, please let us know, and make sure you shoot me a friend request at CB_Gamer.
Ooh, Jorge goes for the pass.
Anti-punters in the wall, scraping. No damage, though.
He's going to give it to him. He braked early. That's smart. So in that situation, for everybody who is wondering, and you're too wide in the bus, follow right suit behind him. You don't lose any time, and you can actually gain time and maybe make a pass on the exit.
And as you can see, these GT3 cars do sit really, really low to the ground, so they're flying off the back of these cars. It's going to be an interesting show of strength when it comes. Does anybody know what those green lights are on the side of Jorge's car?
Those are on every.
Is it? You just can't see them.
Car.
You just can't see them.
The real ones, I think.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's interesting. PHG Iron Fix, common household name here. Papa's House Game, PHG Iron Fix up in P1 right now, but he has a tough battle going between these 3 drivers.
He does. He's got heat on his rear, that's for sure. He's feeling it right now. All he's thinking about at this point, Carl, is don't make a mistake. He knows one mistake and he's losing 2 spots.
Yeah, no doubt. The sweat might be pooling on those palms of his hands. You know, a little hot in those race cars, dude. It takes a real athlete to be able to run a car for this many laps. You know, expecting to be around 32, 33 laps. Jorge pulling up into the lead there.
Flirting with the penalty line.
Oh man, right on that edge. That's how you need to drive these GT3 cars, though. You need to be right on the edge of out of control all the time in order to be fast. Still a close race, though. They are all within draft slipstream range of each other. As Ironfix pulling in.
Oh, that's an early pit. That's a very early pit. He must be trying to go mediums the rest of the way.
A little bit. His softs are just about there. His right rear is actually quite worn.
It is.
Yeah, he wore those tires out faster than most of these GT3 cars are going to wear them out. Let's check back here. Any pack racing going on in the back of the field?
No, it's pretty spread out. The closest two are Jorge and anti-punters, and then we've got Mario and Il.
Kind of a couple seconds apart, right?
Actually, G Rider's starting to fall back from.
Oh, I see Il. Let's watch Il for a little while.
Oh.
Il and Mario. Il on hards. Mario on hards. It looks like Il pitted just a little bit earlier than Mario did on the first pit cycle. We are over halfway through this exhibition race here. Season 1, Race 1 in TRL.
Ooh, it's getting a little loose. Good save.
Loosey-goosey. Il on that DD Pro, which most of us are on. And Mario drifting a little bit there on the exit of that turn, coming back out on the tri-oval.
He opened the door.
Wide open.
Will Il make a move? He's going to be right on his bumper soon when they get to the bus stop. I wonder if he'll make a move or if he'll follow suit and try to do it after.
And Il coming into this race with very little practice due to his current life events right on his bumper here, but he will wait. It doesn't look like he's going to... Wow, look at these guys.
Il had a late turn into the bus stop. I don't know if that was his line or not, but...
Yeah, he may be a little rusty, as I was saying. He came into this race cold. But
Mario,
glad to see him here. Glad to see these guys.
Mario halfway on the apron trying to not give Il the draft. For all those you watching, the strategy there is to hold the draft and push even if you want to
around the outside,
wait
bro.
For the straight.
Il around the outside, taking that position away from Mario there. We're going to go wide, a little late on the brakes here.
Very clean.
Clean racing. Il holding, he's gonna concede. Yep.
Gotta be careful on that one curve with the wheel turned.
Knock on wood, I've yet to see anyone hit the notorious GranTurismo 7 invisible wall of this race.
If you look ahead, it appears from this camera angle that Ironfix is not adjusting well to those hards coming from soft.
Yep.
Because he has fallen quite a bit after coming out on the pit. We've got G Rider catching him as well as these two as they're battling.
Yep.
Mario and Ew.
G Rider definitely going to need some body work after the latency issues on the track, dragging his back bumper. Doing a hell of a job, young man.
Il going for it again? Maybe.
Anti-punters coming in the pits now on softs. Needing fuel. Badly needing fuel.
He took the least amount of fuel of the top three when they switched to soft.
Now, he is Australian, so I heard the petrol stations in Australia, they do things differently, you know?
Yeah, they measure in liters, don't they?
Yeah, liters, yeah. Everywhere in the world except for America. And it's funny because if you go to a lot of these countries, a liter of fuel is 3 to 4 times the cost of a gallon of fuel in America, yet we still complain.
Oh,
That was-
Mario goes deep turn one. Ill makes the
A
pass.
little bit. They'll making the pass on who?
Mario.
Oh, okay. I thought you said
For
Jorge's.
6.
I thought you said Jorge's deep Ill making the pass. I was like, what? Okay. All right, we'll go back here to Ill. We got a full crowd tonight watching the stream. We appreciate each and every one of you coming by. There's been as many as 30 people watching at one point. So awesome, 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 awesome stuff. Spectatorship is just as important as racecraft in this league. We appreciate it.
I do believe Grunty will try to make it to the end from here. I don't think he is going to stop. Jorge, meanwhile, will have to stop. So I need technique. Well, I need technique. May. No, that'd be risky.
24. You got about 24 minutes remaining in the race. Just about 13 more laps, give or take.
So this is interesting. We've got Nasty back in 10th with seemingly the same strategy as anti-putters, both on mediums, both full tanks.
Mm-hmm.
I think both of them are gonna make it to the end without another pit stop.
We'll see. We'll see how long they can push those mediums for. Well, we know they can run 13 laps on mediums. I've done it on softs. You're absolutely correct.
I don't think laps will be the issue. I think it's going to be fuel.
Yep. Fuel
tires,
race. Fuel race versus tire race.
You've got Iron Fix back here. Anti-putters, I believe, overtook him, or is it Iron Fix catching him?
Oh, this is a three-way
Either
race,
way, they're
yeah.
battling for third.
Yeah, Iron Fix with a half-second penalty here that will be assessed.
G-Rider behind turns.
What?
G-Rider turned coming out of turn 1. He lost about 3
Spun.
positions.
Gotcha. All right, back to what do we got? Battles. These two. This is probably gonna be the best battle to watch right now, y'all. I'll be right back after my co-host, Navy Tiger. Go ahead.
Well, I was gonna say that if you leave it here, if only change the channel. I'm only telling you to change view if I say if you look. I'll just update you if I see something else. Day back in 10th. We'll have to pit pretty soon. Nasty did get around him for 9th. I believe I Need Technique up in 2nd is going to follow Jorge into the pit this lap. And he does not. Interesting. One car we have not talked about a lot lately is Goose. And if I remember right, he started on hards, he's on mediums. I believe he is going to try to pit for softs to finish the race, which could turn out very well depending how these front shakers.
Yeah, I anticipate him doing that as well, and I think maybe around 10 to go, you might see these guys going for softs.
Yeah, I think the pit window, the last pit window for softs is anywhere from the 15 to 10 minute to go kind of window. And if you're closer to that 15 minute, then you're going to have to really nurse those tires. So Iron Fix does drop a spot to Ill. Iron Fix goes to 5th after leading at one point in this race. There is a long way to go.
Alright. Still a lot of racing to be had. There is going to be one more pit cycle coming up, y'all.
Ooh, many of these just got a penalty.
For many of these drivers, yeah, he may have coming across that bus stop a little cutting it short. He did. You are correct.
Luckily, that car behind Iron Pick is not close enough. Mario back there, I do not think we'll be able to catch. I think Ill's just going to be able to slide right back under Iron Pick.
Tuck back in there. Tuck back in there. Get that slipstream.
As Iron Fix goes into the inside, defending just in case.
And also trying to pull on that slipstream of RCZ in front of him. Going to be outside of that slipstream zone there.
Meanwhile, I Need Technique in second has foregone the pit yet again.
Oh my
and
God.
Has lost first to Jorge.
Definitely needing to pit really soon. Looking at those tires, looking awfully Chinese.
You have to give him credit, though, for being able to control that.
Yep.
That's not easy to do with no tires like that.
I like the Cancer Sucks, I Fight Cancer bumper stickers, as he is a recent survivor.
No.
Cancer?
That's
Oh, my mistake. We have another league member. That's Jeff.
Frankie.
Yeah.
In the purple. Speaking of which, we haven't seen much of him.
My mistake on that. My mistake. I delayed my last. We do have a league member that recently survived cancer. It's my mistake on the call.
Yeah, that's Sims Frankie.
Yeah, this guy right here.
Yeah.
Either way, I love the Fight Cancer stickers. It's good stuff.
I love his purple and white Porsche livery.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
With
Absolutely.
the PlayStation buttons and those rims really make it.
Yeah, he almost looks like he's got some neons underneath that car, as purple as those rims are.
He's trying to make a move.
The only Porsche in the race as well, which is interesting. You would think maybe some more Porsches would be showing up on the league here.
You would, wouldn't you? You're right.
Yeah. Lots of Supras, not a lot of Porsches.
He's pushing that Porsche to try to overtake that Supra ahead of him, Day Day.
Yes, he is. Day Day on brand new tires, and he's still catching. Both on mediums.
This is for points right here. This is for either 1 point or no point. So the top 10 get points. This is a very important battle.
Yep, modeling the F1 point system in this league. He's smooth. Sims Frankie running really smooth coming out of the bus stop there. He is definitely gaining. He's within 1.3 seconds of Day Day. Goose Caboose in the pits for his softs. Coming out.
Roughly 16 minutes to go, so he's going to be on that edge where those tires are going to wear down to pretty much where I Need Techniques were.
I did it last night on the test. I ran 13 laps, and mine were exactly where Techniques were after 13. So it will be very interesting. We're just about 15 and a half minutes remaining in this race. Like you said, almost 16. So going to be interesting. 8 laps, maybe 9.
So Sims Frankie has gotten closer and closer to Day Day. He's gaining on him lap after lap. He is, I believe, within a second of him.
Yep,
so he should have the draft.
Yep, just inside that slipstream range, right at it. The Supra obviously going to gain quite a bit in certain areas of the track with that top speed advantage.
But the Porsche is going to gain on that infield, and if he can get in the draft on this backstretch, then it essentially negates the Supra's advantage.
Absolutely, yeah. The infield sectors, Porsche definitely has the turn-in advantage, no doubt about it.
And watching Sims Frankie, he's driving very consistent and smooth. Very nice.
Yes, he is. We'll check up what's going on here. We got one in the pits, Mario in the pits, going in for his softs.
This will be his last pit stop unless, significant damage, I would think.
See if he maintains. Looks like Naz T is going to be pretty much Well, within 2.5 seconds of him by the time that's time loops reported. Maybe 3.
And
G Ryder hanging tight.
We've got our first potential lapped car coming up as well.
Tim Calvert with Jorge, the leader, on his back bumper, reported from Navy Tiger there. Now, Tim is a smart, clean driver here, so I wholeheartedly expect him to concede and not battle with the leader as he moves over.
He does. Very smart.
Smart
Good
play
to see.
there.
Good to see. That's what we're about here.
Watching Sims Frankie Day continue with this battle here.
This is tight. Sims, you know, they've got similar pace, so it makes it a little bit more tough to pull a pass as he searches for the inside. He lunges.
Does he
really
get
quick
it?
Switch back. He holds it. What a move!
I think.
What a move!
I think. I think Day held back a little bit. I think they could have been a potential switchback there. That was a hell of a move from Frankie, though. Good, clean racing out of these two drivers.
He faked to the outside and shot it up in the inside.
As the Supra's going to go too wide coming into the bus stop here. Let's see what happens. He does cut it in. He's clean.
He does.
With the dive bomb.
Frankie had to hit the brake where he wasn't wanting to.
Yep, made him run an uncomfortable braking point there. No doubt about that. Making the pucker factor go nice and high tonight.
I think we just found two a rivalry.
Let's see what's going on up here between. Yeah, right, rivalry for sure. Yeah. Ryder and Nas T here. We got a 3-second gap there. Check up front here. What's going on? Jorge with a 20-second lead over anti-punters. Looking like he's going to finish this race on racing mediums. Both of these drivers. Iron Fix not far behind anti-punters on racing hards. I'm not sure on fuel strat here if he's going to have enough fuel to finish. What you think of that, Navy Tiger?
He's gonna be pushing it. So will Sims Frankie. Everybody else seems like they should be good to go except for Ill's down there as well.
Ill's got some heavy damage, suspension damage. Not sure what happened. He's got bumper and suspension damage in P5 there, and only a quarter tank of gas.
If I was him in his position right now, you've got 12 minutes to go. I would pit, fix the damage, take softs, and only enough fuel, even if you need any fuel. But take softs, get the damage off.
Yep. We got looks like 12 minutes remaining in this race, folks. About 5 more laps for the leader, 4 more laps for the pack, give or take. Unfortunate for Illegitimate to have that damage this late in the race. Weavy damage does not go away.
It looks like he's going to hold out, though. I don't know if that's the smartest move, but I could be wrong. We'll see how it plays out.
I'm not sure if, you know, whatever he's at there in between an eighth and a quarter tank, I'm not sure if that's enough fuel to finish this race.
And if he is fuel saving right now, then he is making a huge mistake. I hope he's not.
Yeah, fuel saving. Anything with the word Daytona in it and fuel saving, that doesn't go in the same sentence. For us. Go back up here.
Too much time on the straight.
Let's see, do we have any? Everybody's spread out right now. One goes in, who's in the pits? Sims Frankie in the pits. Looks like he's probably going to be taking softs here.
Oh, he goes mediums again.
Oh, wow.
Interesting. He's taking too much fuel.
He is taking too much fuel. Way too much fuel.
That's going to cost him 10 minutes to go.
Well, he took softs.
Way too much fuel.
He took softs, but he did take too much.
So it didn't show.
Yeah, it wasn't showing. He's got the blue flag though. Jorge. I'm not sure who's getting ready to lap him.
Anti-punters is behind him. That's why he's getting the blue flag.
Oh, there it is. Okay. a 24-second gap between P1 and P2.
Ill
Both
goes
of
into
them.
the pit.
Ill going in, getting that damage repaired, and probably
Smart.
going to be taking softs. If I had to
Very
guess.
smart. Because, you know, another one of those advantages to changing
Ew.
tires when you have wheel damage is when you change the tires, the wheel damage goes away.
Taking a ton of fuel as well. These guys are going to have a heavy load on their trucks on the way back home. We'll see. We'll see how that fuel works out for them.
So we'll see if my prediction, we've got roughly 9 minutes left. I wonder if Jorge has enough. Jorge and Nasty on the same schedule as far as fuel. It'll be interesting.
Goose Caboose maintaining a top 10 position, looking for points here in this race.
Which is impressive considering the start he had, which was rough.
He's
Not
represent
his
that,
best. He would have definitely liked to do better.
that Verstappen.com banner on his windshield and Max on the back. Tell me who he likes in F1, ladies and gentlemen.
Super, Max. Super,
Max. Let's see, where's Ill at? Ill's out of the pits now. He's got a 5.3 second lead on Goose and 1.14 minute gap to the leader, back to P8.
Yeah, so when Ill pitted, he was ahead of Mario. And if you look now, he's got 2 people in between him and Mario. We'll see how much.
Where's
He
Mario?
can gain
P5. Mario's in P5. Okay, got it.
I think if he would have taken less fuel, he'd be closer to G Ryder right now. But G Ryder's tires are looking
Pretty rough. Pretty rough, yeah. That's that disadvantage of the pad. He's on a controller here, folks. And also the disadvantage of the factory livery.
Yeah. Everybody knows liveries make you faster.
However, this young man is holding his own in the top 10. First appearance on our racing lobbies. So
Imagine what he would do with a livery, though.
imagine what he's going to do with a better internet connection.
Anything's
Alrighty.
possible.
Anything is possible. Taco Bell Wi-Fi, folks. All right.
Closest battle right now. Actually, no. It's a car going.
Ill and Ryder.
Yeah. Well, he just.
Who?
Yep. You're right. That is the closest battle. Then
You
we've
got Day Day and Goose. Or no. No. Day Day is on Jorge here. Trying to get that lap back. But we'll go back up here.
Ill is slowly catching G Ryder. And I would expect that when seeing G Ryder's tires.
Yeah, he
In fact,
is in slipstream distance.
G Ryder's in danger of losing a position to Goose.
He
who
really is.
behind Ill.
Yep, he really is. G Ryder needs to consider going in.
No, he cannot. He can't afford it. It's too late now.
Yeah, but if he wants to have, I mean, it only takes just 8 seconds just for some tires, if that.
Yeah, but the pit takes from the bus stop. So it's like
yeah, but look
15,
at the
20
map.
seconds.
Look at the map behind him, dude. Look how the cars are way back.
Yeah, but he would for sure lose to Goose. He might be able to fight his way through it.
Right, maybe with fresh tires.
I think
first.
we're PNR, like point of no return at this point. I don't think anybody is gonna pit unless. No, I don't
Oh,
think
G
they-
Ryder going wide here. It looks like trying to avoid Ill.
tires.
Good sportsmanship, but bad tires.
Yeah.
Hard braking point there to avoid Ill.
You might be right, Carl.
I don't think he has any
might.
choice but to go in the pit. And I
You
did it
might be
last.
right.
I did it last night in the practice, and it seemed to work out well for me. Pitting late and just taking a quick tire change. It's not quick, like you said. It takes about maybe 20 seconds with the pit lane, right? But
So the way to judge it is if right when you go to the pit, you'll come out in front of the car that's entering the bus stop. So that's a good geographical reference if you're wondering.
G-Rider
So-
is definitely falling off majorly. Goose is catching him fast.
He is. And this is for points.
Yep, top 10 positions.
Let's see, I'll tell you exactly how many. We are looking at 8. So we're looking at double the points for between these two positions. You either get 2 or 4 between 8th and 9th.
Goose Caboose handling things well. He's recovered nicely from the early incidents. And I'm going to shut up. Oh, no, as he spins out, but stays out of the wall. Good job staying out of the wall. No damage, no damage. Head down, let's go.
He's
Still got a
rough tires,
huge
too.
gap
Look at his
behind
back.
him.
Oh, interesting. Was not expecting that. Nasty might have to pit too then. Nasty is catching Mario, and he is on the same schedule as Jorge. So this
What position is Nasty in?
is 6th, battling for 5th.
Alright, yeah, this is a good battle going on up here. Nasty looking pretty bad on that right rear, you're not wrong. Mario's
Well, I
tires
think
not
the
much
fuel.
better.
Jorge had to take fuel.
But, however, 3 minutes. Jorge needed
there's
fuel,
about-
you said?
I think there's about 3 laps left. Yeah, Jorge needed fuel.
He just took a splash.
Nasty, he's gonna have to come in. There's no way around it. He's got to pit. He is. I don't think he'll make it. He's got to pit.
Yeah, like we said, 2 or 3 laps remaining, and depending on the position of the person we're talking about here, you get 3 minutes, a minute and a half, a lap.
He
plus,
does. Nasty goes in.
45, right? Nasty in
So-
the pits. Yep.
He'll lose a position to Ill. And
Ryder's still not going in the pit. What is he doing?
Ryder.
In P7 here. Oh yeah, his tires are done for, folks. As he
That's
goes around.
Almost impressive how bad those tires are.
It's Nasty going in and taking tires. Oh no, just a splash and go. Splash and
on a
go.
no-tire Ryder.
Goosey in the pits taking a splash as well. Like, oh, he's gonna need tires. I wish this game would allow you to take just rear tires or just right side tires, but unfortunately he's got to change all 4 with this terribly slow pit crew. He needs to pay his pit crew a little bit more money here, folks.
I think Goose has made a mistake pitting this late. I think if he was going to pit, he should have done it. But I think the spin really forced his hand.
Oh, is he gonna get a pit
Meanwhile-
line penalty here? It looks like.
No.
No, he didn't cross that line.
Meanwhile-
Okay, my mistake.
Ryder, or no-tire Ryder, lightning clean over here, turning down tires.
Still holding his own with no front left or rear right tire.
He's fully on the turtle approach. With
He's
the,
got he's got his
versus the
flashers
rabbit.
on. Goosey is going to gain that position from Ryder. Guaranteed to gain that position from Ryder here, Goose. So
I don't know.
yeah, he's guaranteed to gain that position from Ryder. There's still there's no way, you know. He's already gained 7 seconds on him since he come out of the pits. Watch his Goosey. What's going on up front here with anti-punters? We get a lap car in front of anti-punters here.
Yes, but you've also got I Need Technique behind him gaining. And Anti-Punters is short on gas. He will make it. This is the last lap for the leaders, I believe.
Yep.
Final lap. This is it.
We are on the final lap as they come around the off the front stretch off the tri-oval here. 3-second penalty for Technique. Unfortunately, that is going to hurt him a lot considering he only has a 2.7 second gap. Technique with a 3-second penalty.
Go to 6th. Well, we've got a tight battle. Last lap right
P5,
here.
P6
for
battle.
5th.
Yes, sir.
Oh! Mario not letting the switchback. Wow,
Running
that's some good
defensive
defense right
driving,
there.
yeah, nice clean defense. Ill's an extremely experienced driver. He's been doing this sim racing stuff for quite a long time, sim arcading.
One thing to remember that I don't think our viewers noticed is Ill jumped in this without any prep, without any practice. Very strong showing from the young man.
In-race report from Jorge saying fuel mathing is hard.
As Mario makes a mistake coming out of the bus stop, Ill takes the position for fifth, and Mario is not close enough to catch him.
Yeah. Iron Fix and P4 coming around to the start-finish line. Illegitimate behind him. Are there any races at the finish line going here?
That's it.
That is it, folks. Nasty still not done with his race yet. Pulling a P7 position. Your final 10. Day in 10th place. Goosey Caboose pulling a P9. Well played. Ryder in P8. Good job, buddy. Nasty going to be finishing in P7. Mario P6. Illegitimate P5. And 4th place goes to Iron Fix, my brother from another mother. And Jorge with win number 2 in a row. Followed up by NT Punters.
Congratulations, Jorge. Everybody, this was amazing.
Yep, those are your... Jorge also pulling the best lap of the race at 1:45.3. Pretty impressive. Not the fastest I've seen him run, but we will go ahead and transition over down to the racetrack and get some reports for some people that were in this race, folks.
Yeah, let's jump over.
Some outstanding racing, guys.
Oh, good race, boys. That first lap was hectic as hell, but somehow, like, y'all did not get damaged. Like, it was nuts.
Yeah, great show of strength of fuel. Everybody running good, tight, clean racing. I didn't see any incidents throughout that whole race. We appreciate it. Congratulations to Jorge, anti-punters, and the leaderboard keeps changing, so we'll just go over here. And I need Technique pulling a P3. The rest of the points standings going to Iron Fix in 4th, Ill in 5th, Mario in 6th, Nasty, and G Ryder, our youngest member of our league, pulling P8, y'all. Good job. Next up, final 2 points positions are Goosey Caboosey. Nice. DTBL brother. P9, that RSO1. Day pulling the last 1 point position for 10th in the Supra. Killing it today, guys.
Nice race, guys. Good win. Jorge. Good race, anti-punters. Awesome technique. You were dive bombing the hell at the beginning.
Who do we
I don't
have?
know if you were trying to or you were just not used to those tires.
Yeah, lots of dive bombing going there in the beginning, but not dirty. Just lots of dive bombing.
They left the door open.
Right.
Okay, Senna.
All right, is there anyone in here, Liam, knock it off. Is there anyone in here that wants to give a quick interview of what you think of the league? Let me know your name and have your voice shared, if you will, please. Anyone?
Well, I need Technique will go. It was a very, very competitive race at the beginning. Definitely a little bit of rubbing, but it was more than clean. Got to get used to this Supra, but it'll be a damn good league this month, I'll tell you.
Yeah, well, that was a hell of a P3 you pulled there. You had a little bit of a shock factor for us, man. Definitely good racing. Anti-punter sounds like he has something he wants to say. Go ahead, Andy.
I just said I'll have a chat if you want someone to say hello.
Go for it. Our P2 finisher. What do you think of the race, and what do you think of the league so far?
The race was fantastic. The concept is really good, and the mandatory 3 tyres is an excellent idea. The length of the race is, it's long enough, but not too long. Well done to Jorge. He's sensational. I'm not making excuses, but I think you could see on the straight how that car just drove straight past me like, oh.
Yeah, we were definitely discussing that, right, Navy Tiger? We were discussing how the
We were.
RCZ has a clear disadvantage to the Supra.
Yeah, it's
You know,
shocking down the straight.
If you
unbelievable.
watch back, Ray, that I actually commented, I was guessing on your strategy. You let a couple people go by when they were close or side by side going into the bus stop and just slid right behind them going into the next straight to grab that draft.
Yeah,
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 outstanding.
it made more sense to follow somebody.
It was very
If
smart.
I could stay with somebody to begin with, once I get on the infield, I'm fine. Because the RCZ is sensational. It's the most stable Group 3 car in my opinion.
This coming from a guy that can drive any car on any track and win, folks. So good racing, everybody.
Thank you.
Does anybody else have anything they want to add before we finish off this broadcast?
On this day, the race was great. The first out of lap 1, it was pretty hectic, but I was able to move through it, and I got a good jump. But I decided to start off on the hard tire, and I couldn't really keep up with some people. And the soft falls off quickly, so I don't feel like you could have really gained anything from the soft tire, unless you're Jorge, of course.
Right. Yeah, that race report coming from your P10 finisher, Day, guys. Awesome.
With 1 point, so it's a solid point.
Yep, good job. And for everybody else in the field, Mike and Sims Frankie and Calvert, way to stick with it. I think, -1 actually. One of them did back out, it seems. We'll find out what happened. He may have had a tech inspection mid-race, and maybe, who knows, right? But
yeah, unfortunately, those softs did fall off for sure, Carl. They were just trash. I barely set my fastest lap on the softs.
This report coming from P9, Goose Caboose. Nice. Yeah, dude, you recovered quite nicely there after your couple of slides. Really late pit, took advantage of that and picked up a top 10 there, Goose.
Yeah, I had to take a late pit. My right rear was gone. Literally, it was red. It was trash. I think someone's sleeping. I hear someone snoring on the stream. I can hear them snoring. I swear someone fell asleep.
Someone is definitely snoring in their mic, no doubt about it. Is there anybody else who wants to say anything before I go back to the stream here?
No, not to the stream.
All right. Oh, we were talking about you at the end. Man, he's making a huge mistake. Look at his front left and his right rear are completely gone, and he's still on track. Interesting P8 there, brother. Good job, man. All right, man, and check out G Rider on YouTube also, and Bedsty Mario on YouTube. Where's Frankie at? Frankie is on Twitch. Everybody watching the live stream tonight, we greatly appreciate your time, contribution to the league. Those of you who joined the league this week, who are coming to join the league next week, let's go. We appreciate all of your time. Navy Tiger, you got anything you want to add?
I appreciate everybody's, participation and the clean driving. It was really, really fun to watch. I hope, this helped anybody and, anybody. It's just great.
Yep.
I didn't expect it to go this well so far with this good group of guys that we got so far. I really hope to continue this.
Yep. Before we end the lobby or change the track here, we may talk about running a practice lobby after the stream is over. Save your replays if you want them. Save your replays. I just saved mine. I'm going to post that on my page, and I'm sure Wes Navy Tiger will as well. And in Discord, we'll have some data and points uploaded within the next 24 hours, folks.
I already have.
I think this week, guys, I'm going to run through and get some action shots out of the race and post them in the Discord.
Hell yeah,
I've already
brother.
shared the replay. You just search NTR for anybody watching as well.
Good to go. Make sure you guys hit that like and subscribe button. Thank you so much for hanging out, getting these watch hours up, and everybody subscribing and taking care of each other. Thank you very much, y'all. Take care.